Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Learning Path. This is Dr. Meena, Head Department of Commerce from Petition College, Chennai. In this video, I'm going to teach you one more problem under labor variances. Let me check out the problem. The information regarding the composition and hourly wage rates of labor force engaged on a job schedule to be completed in 30 hours are as follows. In this problem, we have three categories of workers. One is skilled, semi-skilled, unskilled, and their respective hours and rate is given as per the standard as well as actual. The question is, the work was completed in 32 hours. Okay. Calculate labor cost variance, rate variance, efficiency variance, mix variance, and one more thing, sub-efficiency variance also asked in this problem. Here this work was completed in 32 hours means this is the actual. And job scheduled to be completed in 30 hours means standard. So I have an understanding. Let me check out the next schedule, how I proceed to work out this problem. I prepared a small table to have a more understanding. The first column is all about the category of workers divided into three: skilled, semi-skilled, and unskilled. Next column is standard. Under the standard, we have four columns. Subcolumns: number of workers as per the information given in the problem for skilled, semi-skilled, and unskilled. 75, 45, 60. And standard hours for a job, it is given in the beginning of the problem itself. I said no, scheduled to be completed in 30 hours. That is a standard time. So that's why I mentioned here for all category, the standard hours for a job is how many hours? 30 hours. And total standard work hours, how I calculate means 75 into 30, 45 into 30, 60 into 30. You will get this answer in order to know the total worker hours, how many hours they work as per standard. And the fourth column I have, what is that? Standard hourly rate. So standard hourly rate is 6 and semi-skilled is 4 rupees and unskilled is 3. Okay. Likewise, I calculated the actual also. Number of workers, actual hours for a job 32. I said no in the beginning. Actual time taken by each worker is 32 hours. That's what I mentioned here. And then how to calculate total actual workers, number of workers into actual hours for a job. So totally 2,240 hours as per the skilled labor. Likewise, I calculate for semi-skilled as well as unskilled workers. And what is the respective rate as given in the problem. So have this table to have a more understanding, then we'll able to calculate the calculation of labor variances very easily. Now move on to the next slide. The first calculation I made it here, direct labor cost variance. As usual formula, you know that the standard cost has to be compared with the actual cost. How to calculate standard cost? Standard rate into standard time. How to calculate the actual cost? Actual rate into actual time. So make use of this formula and substitute the answers which is ready-madely be prepared in the table. Here the standard rate is 6 and standard time is 2,250 hours for skill. Look at the slide. Rate is 6 and total standard time is how much? 2,250, like that. Actual is, rate is 7 and what is the total actual work hours for the actual? 2,240. That's what we mentioned here. The same way we need to work out for semi-skilled. 1,350 into 4 minus 960 into 5. How to work out for unskilled? 1,800 into 3 minus 2,560 into 2. So when you calculate like this, you will come to know what is the direct labor cost variance for skilled, semi-skilled, and unskilled separately. So you will get the answer, positive answer as well as negative answers. In case if you are getting negative answers, mention in the bracket adverse. So the semi-skilled, we are getting a positive answer, so mention in the brackets as favorable. Likewise, unskilled also. So get the final answer, direct labor cost variance for this concern. So add the favorable first, 600 plus 280, you will get 880. And consider this amount with your 2180 to be deducted. Here this amount is more than 880. So the final answer will be 1300. Again, I'm repeating. First add this 2 because this 2 is in the same sign, right? So 600 plus 280, 880. This is in the positive sign. And 2180 in the negative sign. So this is more than 880. So the resulting answer also in the negative sign. That is why I mentioned adverse 1300. I think you will able to understand how to calculate labor cost variance. Next, we'll move on to the labor rate variance. Very easy, as you know the formula. Rate means you need to compare the standard rate with your actual rate. That has to be multiplied by the actual time. So what is for skilled, semi-skilled, and skilled separately, you need to calculate. Okay. So standard rate, you know that for the skilled is 6 and actual rate is 7. So multiply with the actual time. So what is the actual time? Look at that. 6 minus 7 in the brackets to be multiplied with the 2240. Likewise, semi-skilled, 4 minus 5 multiplied with 960. 3 minus 2 and to be multiplied with the 2560. That's what I mentioned here. So you'll get the answers like that and get the final answer. So this is the way how we need to calculate the labor rate variance. Next, we'll move on to the total direct labor efficiency variance. Efficiency variance means we need to compare the time. So what is the standard time for actual output minus actual time? So make use of this formula to calculate separately for skilled, semi-skilled, and unskilled workers. So how to work out this based on the formula? I made the calculations here. I think you are able to understand because already I explained how to calculate the hours and take the reference from the table to work out this formula. Okay. And after calculating the efficiency variance, you please proceed to the verification to check our answers are right or wrong. So labor cost variance is always a summation of rate variance and then efficiency variance. And cost variance we calculate as 1300 adverse, and rate variance we calculate 640 adverse, and efficiency variance now only we calculate as 660 adverse. So 640 adverse, that is also negative sign. 660 adverse, that is also negative sign. So get the summation 1300 as adverse. Both the left hand side as well as the right hand side answer is same. So our calculation of cost variance, labor rate variance, and labor efficiency variance is correct. Okay. The fourth calculation is, as per the question, is all about how to calculate the mixed variance. There is another name for this calculation is GAN composition variance. So what is the formula? Standard rate into revised standard time minus actual time. In the previous video itself, I mentioned revised standard time is not ready-madely available in the problem. We have to calculate by making use of this formula. The formula is total actual time divided by total standard time. Here the total word we are using, that has to be multiplied with the individual standard time. So in the numerator, total actual hours divided by the denominator is total standard hours into individual standard hours, in the sense what is for skilled. Okay. So likewise we calculated for all these three category workers what is the mixed variance by making use of this formula. So once you calculate the revised standard time, use this formula. We calculate the revised standard time only. Then we will move on to the main formula to calculate the mixed variance. If you calculated the mixed variance, you will get the answers like that. Okay. So this is a way how mixed variance, always you don't have the information about the revised standard time. Revised standard time we need to work out by using this formula. Okay. The next thing is the fifth calculation as per the problem is sub-efficiency variance or revised efficiency variance. The formula is standard rate into standard time for actual output minus revised standard time. Already we made calculation about the revised standard time. Make use of this calculation. Revised standard time we calculated here. So use this information to calculate the sub-efficiency variance. So standard time for actual output, if we know by looking at the table, refer the table and take this answers. What is the standard time for actual output? And this is the revised standard time that I explained in the previous slide. and consider this amount, that is hours, and get the answers for skilled, semi-skilled, and unskilled. So this is the way how you can work out sub-efficiency variance or revised efficiency variance by the using the formulas. Okay, I think you are able to understand how to work out the labor variances under this problem models. In the next videos, I'll start taking the overhead variances as well as how to calculate the sales variances. Okay. If you want to more videos, please comment and then subscribe and click the bell button. Then only you will get to know the notifications if in case I'm posting any new videos. Thanks for watching. See you again in next video.